This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a focus group is being formed in the Hazleton Area School District. We'll tell you why next. Good evening and thanks for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara. As always, we begin with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It's official. Pennsylvania has a new governor. Tom Wolf took the oath of office this afternoon and was sworn in as Pennsylvania's 47th governor. Governor Wolf, a Democrat, replaces Republican Tom Corbett. The ceremony took place at noon today before a huge crowd outside the state capitol in Harrisburg.
More than anything, I want to thank all Pennsylvanians who worked so hard to get me here. Thank you very much. What you did was took a chance to vote for a different kind of leader. And to those of you out there who didn't vote for me, I hope I'm able to give you a chance over the next 4 years to believe. Because I am an unconventional leader. I am going to be an unconventional governor. For example, I may be the first governor in the history of Pennsylvania who ever operated a forklift, who ever managed a hardware store. I volunteered and served in the Peace Corps. I ran a business. I'm not a product of our political system. And during my campaign, I pledged to be a different kind of governor, and I will keep that promise.
The 65-year-old Wolf, a former family businessman who ran his family's business for nearly 30 years. He defeated incumbent Tom Corbett, denying him a second term in office. Nationally, he was the only Democrat to unseat a sitting Republican governor. Locally, one man had to be rescued as flames damaged 2 homes in Monnoy City early this morning. Firefighters were called to 12 South D Street just before 3:30 a.m. Heavy smoke came from the back of the structure. A ladder was used to help one man to safety. The fire was knocked down quickly. It damaged 12 South D Street and the adjoining home at 14 South D Street. 14 South D Street was damaged by fire on New Year's Eve. That fire left one man homeless. The Hazleton Area School District will host a focus group this week. The purpose? To study how to better serve the minority populations both academically and socially. The focus group will examine trends relating to the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences, the district's first ever STEM school. STEM stands for Science, Math, Engineering, and Technology. Marie Ernst is the assistant principal at the academy.
We have noticed that we have a high acceptance rate among the minority students who apply to the Academy of Science. We looked at the statistics and we found that out. But then as we continued to look at the statistics, we also found that we do not have a representative number of minority students applying to the Academy, especially from our inner city schools where we do have a high minority population. So we decided to start this focus group to address this issue, to see why it is happening, and to come up with some solutions to try and get more minorities to apply to attend the academy.
The focus group will consist of school directors, administrators, migrant educators, representatives from the Hazleton Integration Project, and teachers from the STEM school. Ernst explains why this focus group is so important.
One of the things that also started this quest for the research with me anyway was some studies that I did on the companies in America that are highly scientific companies doing a lot of research, pharmaceutical companies, chemical companies, etc. And as our minority population is quickly becoming the majority in this country, if we don't start educating our minority population and our females to take over some of these jobs, we're not going to be able to fill them in the future and will fall even further behind the rest of the world.
The group will also focus on the need to educate students about the STEM school at a much younger age, and it will also address economically disadvantaged populations. Ernst says that she also hopes the process will look at ways to encourage female students to get involved in non-traditional roles such as engineering, computer science, and math careers. This first session is an organizational meeting. Ernst says that they plan to invite students, parents, and the media once the project is underway. And tonight, news from the desk of the Hazelton Area School District Board of Education. The board will meet this Thursday at 6:15 p.m. in the District Administration Building. Meanwhile, the board's Finance Committee will hold a budget meeting next Wednesday, January 28th. Please note that the time has changed and the meeting will now take place at 7 p.m. It will be held in the District Administration Building in the second floor in the conference room. A special dinner will be held this weekend to help those injured while defending our freedom. Jade Rhodes is the owner of Gem Hair Designs in Hometown. She knows firsthand what it's like to have a family member serve in the United States military, and because of that, she's looking to raise money to help those who served who are now in need.
My brother is a veteran, and he served 2 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. And just kind of listening to him and his buddies talk about all the close calls that they had, it made me realize how lucky our family is that he came home and he's safe. And I'm aware that not everybody's that fortunate, and that there are veterans that do suffer from PTSD as well as any other kind of mental illnesses or loss of limbs or physical disabilities.
So to do this, and how familiar were you with the Wounded Warrior Project, or are you just like, okay, this seems like a good one?
I was familiar because my brother does have a friend that lost his arm while he was overseas. So we have heard about some of the things that he has been involved with, and also my husband is a huge fan of Tough Mudder, which is sponsored by the Wounded Warriors as well. So I knew some about it. I did a lot of research, and I decided that this is really what I wanted to donate the money to.
While Jade says she will not be doing much of the cooking or any of the cooking, she's familiar with such events. She helped organize other dinners to benefit the Hometown National Guard. If you would like to enjoy a delicious spaghetti dinner and support the Wounded Warrior Project, you can purchase a ticket for the dinner in advance at Gem Hair Designs, 212 Claremont Avenue, which is Route 309 in Hometown, or you can buy your tickets at the door. The all-you-can-eat spaghetti dinner will be held this Saturday from 3 until 7 p.m. at the Hometown Fire Company. Tickets are just $7 and children under 2 are free. For more information, you can call Jade at 570-668-5233 or 570-778-5044. And again, all proceeds will benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. Is a merger in the works for 2 mass transit agencies in our area? The State Department of Transportation has hired a consulting firm to look into the possibility of merging the current systems in Luzerne and Lackawanna counties. The move, if it would become a reality, would result in the 3rd largest transportation authority in Pennsylvania. The merger would give the new entity more clout when applying for state and federal grants. Lackawanna County Commissioner Corey O'Brien believes a merger would result in lower costs and improved efficiency. The city of Hazelton is not participating in the study. And before we go to break, a reminder that the Hazelton Standard Speaker is your source for everything about the Hazelton and surrounding areas. Everything that's important to your community will be found in the Hazelton Standard Speaker. Well, coming up on FYI, Janine has her Care for Kids segment all about foster care and adoption. And later in sports, we take an in-depth look at the North Schuylkill Lady Spartans' latest win in girls basketball.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
Care for Kids right here on SSPTV every Tuesday. We are back with Lori O'Gurkis, and we're focusing on Brandon's Forever Home. It's been out there in the community now for several months and gaining quite momentum with the house on the way here in Hazelton to assist foster and adoption children. And Lori, really, we want to give recognition to our board and look at what we've done in 2014.
Yeah, I'm really thrilled. We have a great board who really helps push Brandon's beyond my wildest dreams, and every day we go into another realm of, helping children, and it's really through their efforts. We're spearheaded myself as co-founder with my husband, Tara Toohill is our state representative, along with her husband Scott Burkhart as co-founders. We also are blessed to have Janine as a board member. Katie and Rob Moore are within the community. They are very beneficial and helpful to us. We have Shaska and Max Castillo. They are a bilingual couple, so they're able to help us, recruit specifically for the Hispanic community, and they're just great friends, and so they are also on our board. And I was able to handle a couple adoptions this year. We've done that, and those were people that we've assisted. So I'm able to see from the very beginning when a child gets placed all the way through to handling adoptions. We've done 3 adoptions this year in 2014.
If someone is out there and maybe them as a couple are having a hard time conceiving on their own, what is your advice to someone out there who is struggling with infertility?
It's a journey. It's a tough journey. I've been there. But what I tell people all the time is that, and I'm a person of faith, and I believe that they are chosen. I wouldn't have believed it so much when I was going through it, because it's such a painful and difficult process, and you just can't figure out why. What are you doing wrong? Why you? And every day that you look at it is another day that you're just stuck in it. And as a couple, it's tough, and it's hard to talk about. It's a grieving process, I can say as well. But there is another side, and if you're courageous enough, and if you surround yourself with the people who you can speak with, who've been there, when that door closes as far as biology, as far as a child that you conceive, naturally, I want to say, you end up actually turning a corner to hope, and what I tell people all the time is that you will be a parent. Maybe not biology, biology isn't working out in your behalf, but if you want to be a mom, if you want to be a dad, you can be. And then all of a sudden you see their eyes light up again, because what we provide is hope that they will be a parent, because there's children who need them.
And there's children right here in Luzerne County. It doesn't cost you a dime.
It doesn't cost you a dime. As many times as I say this, people keep looking at me like I'm crazy because they can't believe it. But no, adoption from foster care is not expensive. There's not fees. I mean, if anything, it's a background check. Those are some of the fees, but there are no fees. There are no fees. And not that I knock, private adoption agencies and stuff like that, but, I never want cost to be a deterrent from a mother or a father being a parent, or a child being stuck in or languishing in foster care because a person cannot come up with the money to adopt.
Right.
So I'm saying we need to remove all those barriers. When you see 400,000 children waiting, there's a barrier, and we need to start moving these children quickly.
I think we're doing a pretty good job, and 2015 could only get better.
Get better.
Thank you, Lori, for joining us here every Tuesday. Care for Kids on SSPTV.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Here's a look at gray skies, there we go, over the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School, formerly the Bishop Hafey Junior Senior High School. Vikings forever. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 20. On Wednesday, on the extended forecast, light snow after 1 p.m. Our high will be near 25 degrees. New snow accumulation of around an inch is possible. On Wednesday night, more light snow, and that's mainly before 1 a.m. Our low will be around 22, and new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch is possible. So a snowy Wednesday. Thursday, a chance of flurries, a high near 27. At night on Thursday, we'll get down to 14 degrees. Mostly sunny skies on Friday, a high of 27. Friday night, the low is 16. And then on Saturday, the sun is back out, a high of 31. At night, we get down to 21 degrees. The weather on FYI is brought to you by the Pines Eatery and Spirits inside the Markle Building in downtown Hazelton. If you're coming to Hazelton, you have to stop at the Pines, where they serve up some Hazelton classics and some interesting new menu items. This Friday, Mother Nature's Son Duo will get your weekend started off right with a performance from 6 until 10 p.m. at the Pines. The Greater Hazelton American Cancer Society is looking for licensed cosmetologists and anestheticians to be part of their Look Good, Feel Better program for women dealing with hair loss and skin changes from chemotherapy and radiation. Here's part of an interview Lisa Sugar did to learn all about this program.
Our patients learn about skincare. They get free makeup, about $250 worth of free makeup, and they learn about wig care and dealing with the changes that could be associated with cancer diagnosis and treatment.
And is this a free program that's offered through ACS?
Yes, it is. It is a free program for women who are in active treatment for a cancer diagnosis, that is receiving chemotherapy or radiation.
And the women who take advantage of this program, what do they say, learning what they learn from it and the help they get from it?
Well, they love the program because it's more than makeup, because they also meet other women going through similar cancer journey, and so it's a really beneficial program. So we are very grateful to the volunteers who teach it and to the patients who take advantage of it.
So if you're interested in being a part of the program or you want to volunteer to help out the women dealing with cancer, contact Jennifer Washney by phone or by email. And now let's go to our green screen. The midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers: the daily number 536, the big 4 7270, Quinto 18213, and treasure hunt 179 13 and 27. If you like defense, stay tuned. Sports is next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Well, you know how the song goes. The haters gonna hate, and North Schuylkill, they're just gonna play defense. I changed the words a little bit. The North Schuylkill girls basketball team is now 8-0 in the Schuylkill League and on top of Division I of the conference. They beat third place Blue Mountain last night 51-28. Next up is fourth place Pine Grove later this week, and then second place Pottsville on the road on Saturday. As we take a look back at their win over Blue Mountain on Monday night, I want you to think less Taylor Swift and more Queen under pressure. On a night when the North Schuylkill varsity girls basketball program invited players from the local youth program to the game, the younger players got a good sample of what Lady Spartan basketball is all about.
Why have you always liked defense? Was it just because that was your skill set, or is that just what was ingrained in you since you were little?
Defense wins games. Offense sells
tickets. Did you come up
tickets.
through the program here? I mean,
Yep, I've always been a part of North Schuylkill. Born and raised, Ashland, Pennsylvania.
And defense, huh?
Defense.
Here's Ashland's own Waverly Snyder with the steal. She does a dash to the basket. Now she misses the shot, but then she's off like a shot to the other end of the court, ready to make a play on defense.
Defense is my game. Offense will come for me, but I hustle my butt off to get back in defense. If it doesn't work out on offense, you always have defense for you. I've loved the game since I could play in second grade. I mean, I've always been that spark on the defensive end. I hustle and I work hard, and hopefully it'll pay off in the end.
Our plan was our defense. We do a diamond, and our plan was to trap, a lot of trapping. We like to trap the ball, and then our bigs at the back kind of collapse in, try and get steals. The
Seattle Seahawks' Richard Sherman would be a big Avery Jordan fan. Look at her go up for this interception, and let's call it a pick six because she eventually gets the bucket on the other end. It was this kind of pressure and pace that fueled North Schuylkill to their latest win, and they don't plan on slowing down even in a week filled with tough games.
Going at that speed, is that constant, and will you keep that up all this week?
Yeah, we like to. I mean, we like to get up and down the court. We have guards that can fly around, and we take advantage of that. Our bigs are pretty athletic. I mean, we live on defense, and we were fortunate tonight again. Blue Mountain played well. I mean, they played good basketball, and we got to clean some things up, but we're excited for this week.
The Lady Spartans also swarmed the offensive glass and got plenty of second and even third chances against Blue Mountain. But there's still work to be done, especially on offense.
We need to execute plays better. A lot of times we're a little out of control, but if we can execute our plays better, we're going to be a phenomenal team. There's no reason why we can't win it.
Tiffany Lepotsky helps out the offense with plays like this.
Tell me about how you play offense. I mean, I have a ton of highlights. You just weaving down the lane and that. Do you just have a vision? I mean, what's it like when you're out there playing?
I feel it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, I dish it out to my team, and they go in for it, and it works.
The force is strong with this one, and with a defense that can force turnovers almost at will, there's a lot to be excited about at North Schuylkill. Da 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 da. That's Queen, not Vanilla Ice. Now here's more Schuylkill League girls basketball results on the FYI Standard Speakers scoreboard. The Marion girls, they moved to 6-1 in league play with their win over Schuylkill Haven. Shenandoah Valley is right behind them. In Division 3, the 4-6-2 girls basketball crew also got a victory. They're 6-1 in the league. The Devils and the Phillies, they are on a collision course in Division 3. Monoy area, they lost to a very talented Minersville team. Over in the Wyoming Valley Conference, Hazelton top Berwick. The Lady Cougars make the long trip to Dallas on Thursday. The Hazelton area bowling teams got a sweep over Berwick. For the girls, Jamie Kalaga had a 697 series, and for the boys, Mike Walters posted a 588 series. And as always, recaps of all of this action can be found in the Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. Two quick announcements for this evening. First, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, located on South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a pierogi and halushki sale Friday, January 23rd, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Call-ahead orders are greatly appreciated. Give them a call, 570-929-2179. And finally, Christ United Church of Christ, located on Main Street in Cunningham, will be holding a meatloaf and mashed potato dinner Saturday, January 24th. Cost is $10 for adults, $5 for kids ages 5 through 10. For more information, just call 570-788-1964. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Eugene W. Casatis, formerly of Hazelton. Services were held Tuesday from the Copeland Funeral Home in Paltz, New York. Carlo D. Gaudiano, formerly of Hazelton. Funeral services were held in Massachusetts. Bernard C. Gatsky of Hazelton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Dorothy M. Bator, formerly of West Hazelton. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. at the West Hazelton Trinity Lutheran Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home, and Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. in the church. Ann Koslop of Hazelton. Mass is Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the Most Precious Blood Church. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Firo Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. John J. McCare of West Hazelton. Funeral is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Good Shepherd Church in Drums. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Helen Petrilla of Hazelton. Funeral is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. from the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Salvatore Alba of Drums. Salvatore, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
When news breaks, what do? Well, you go to standardspeaker.com or facebook.com/FYI News 13, and we will keep you updated. That's it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.